ladies and gentlemen, or it's morning at Emperor's Palace. We're sitting here in the bio bubble. With me sitting across the table is Johnny the Hurricane Muller, very popular, very well-known figure in South Africa. Welcome, Johnny.
Welcome, thanks for having me here.
Johnny, you are fighting suddenly, quite unexpectedly, in the semi-final of a cruiserweight tournament, and you're taking on Akani Puzi, who is sort of seen as, besides the established guys like Reina and Nkunu, as sort of a top prospect in the cruiserweight division. And you've got an opportunity now. If you win this fight, it's a big deal for you.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely a very good fight. Akani is a good prospect, up-and-coming boxer. He's doing well and all that, but I'm obviously, for me, I'm much better than him, stronger than him. He's still a newcomer to the game, as we know, as boxing. Yeah, it's a big opportunity for me. I want to fight heavyweight, but I'm definitely not a heavyweight. Because I walk around in the 90s, so cruiserweight's my way.
Yes. In your last fight, you went to Germany. You fought a guy called Peter Millas. He's a prospect in the heavyweight division that some people think he might go places. And Millas actually has a stoppage victory over Kevin Johnson. Now, Kevin Johnson is a guy who fights everybody in the heavyweight division, and he usually goes the distance. I think very few guys stopped him, Anthony Joshua and so on. Millas stopped Kevin Johnson, but he couldn't stop you. Tell us about that last fight.
Yeah, I thought I did quite well against Millas. I fought him in his, basically he was the favourite there. I fought him on his stage at his promoter's venue and all that, so I think I did better than people expected. I think it was quite a close fight, I just took him out of his comfort zone, and then he wasn't as comfortable as thinking
as he thought he was.
Yeah.
And okay, you've got 32 professional fights. Akani's got 11, but let's go back to before that. You also have a very big amateur record before you turned pro. Am I correct?
Yeah, not big amateurs. I had 36 fights, and of those, I was 3-time SA champion,
yes.
like national champion, for 3 years in that 36 fights. So,
well, today in South Africa and even around the world, that's quite an amateur record. We've got guys now with no amateur records, like Kevin has done very well without it, and mostly the guys I interview now will have 5 amateur fights or something like that before they turn pro.
Yeah, at least I was 6 years of amateurs and all that, so I have a bit of background in amateurs, and that's something I believe that you need. It's good to have a good amateur background.
And you were 2-time South African light heavyweight champion. Won it against Ronnie Latergan, lost it to Pang Mohale, got it back from Mohale. So you had that national championship. You also had one of those in-between belts. I think it was WBC International Silver you got from Wilberforce Sherpa, was it?
Yes.
Okay, my memory is still there. And but you're probably best known for the guy who gave Kevin Reina, who is the most established, the highest ranked fighter on the card on Sunday. You were a guy who gave him his first pro loss. Talk about that fight.
Yeah, Kevin was also 11-0 when I fought him, and I took his oath. I gave him his first loss, and obviously we had a second fight which he won, which I thought I was ahead, but I don't take anything back from him. I would just like it to have another one, to have another go at it, so we can settle it who's the winner between the two of us.
Okay, it's unlikely that it's going to happen, seeing where Kevin is going now, but you're saying if you upset Puzi, and if we sit in this COVID-19 thing with nothing happening, you would like a rubber match with Lorena?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, alright. That's good to know. And if you look at your experience, in South Africa we know it, but for the guys that watch on YouTube, it's maybe not from here. You fought a who's who of a division. Not only did you fight Kevin Reina, you also fought Tapiso Nkunu, also a world-ranked guy who's made a bit of a comeback. You fought Matthias Masternak, who's a decent cruiserweight. And you've also fought Alexander Usyk.
Yes.
What was your impressions of Usyk? You fought him before he became champion, of course.
Yeah, no, he's a very good fighter. Definitely, a tricky fighter, and keeps on coming. He's a very good fighter. I can really say he's one of the top guys
And do you think Usyk is going to make it all the way as a heavyweight? Can he beat guys like Fury and Joshua?
I believe so. Those guys are big, but big doesn't win fights.
Yeah.
It's heart and brains together working with how hard you work and dedicated. That makes the fight.
Okay.
And to make you to win the fight as well. Which those guys have the size and all that. I mean, Chick Joshua, the size he has, and even Fury, they're big guys. But I mean, I think Alexander Usyk's work rate and his skill can take him that step over them.
Alright, now we're going to end it on your fight on Saturday night. Look into a camera, give our fans a prediction if you want. What can they expect to see from the Hurricane?
You can expect the Hurricane to knock Pussy out where he's not supposed to be.
That's it, people. Johnny the Hurricane Muller predicts a knockout upset on Akazi Prime Pussy on Saturday. We'll have to see what happens in the ring. And until then, thank you very much for joining us, Johnny. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you.